Hello everyone, my name is Jackson, also known as Sparky, and today I will be giving a brief 5-minute tutorial on how to mask in Photoshop. So first we'll use the Object Selection tool to create our selection. Select your object and press and hold on the Shift button to select more than one area. As you can see, I've selected Superman and I also want to get the cape. Now I'm using the Lasso tool to get any areas that weren't already selected via the tool. Once you've finished getting your selection, use the Magic Wand tool, the Brush tool, and the Eraser tool to refine your image. As you could probably tell, I use this image in an upscaling app, which caused the image color to look quite warped. Now using the Brush tool, I'm able to go back and refine this. As you can probably tell, I'm going back and refining darker areas in the face. This is because later on, these objects are going to move, so creating a very defined edge to it is going to help us mask these out. Make sure to look for transparency marks too when you're editing these. Sometimes with the Object Selection tool, it'll create tiny gaps in between the areas. For the next part, we're going to use the Lasso tool to select the head. Make sure to press Ctrl Shift C and then Ctrl V to copy and paste in the exact same area. Then use the Brush and Eraser tool to go in and erase any unwanted parts of the head. Also, make sure to name your layers. This is going to be incredibly important in the exporting process because you are not going to be able to tell which layer is which when you import it into After Effects. Now, using the Lasso tool, we're going to create a selection where the head is. There are two methods to do this. First, I'm going to try the Generative Fill method. As you can see, it generated 3 different areas where it thinks it should be. Now, I am not really satisfied with any of these, so what I'm going to do instead is go to Edit, Content Aware Fill, and use the Brush method to create a selection using the already existing parts of the image. Next, you're going to want to merge the 2 layers. Press Shift and click on both to select them, and then press Ctrl E to merge them. Next, we're going to want to mask out the hair. Use the Polygon Lasso tool to make a selection of the hair that you want to mask out. Now, use the Magic Wand tool and the Eraser tool to take out any areas that aren't aligned with the hair. Now, just like you did with the entire head, take the selection of the hair that you have now and delete it from the layer below. Using the eyedropper tool, take a brush stroke and create a general outline along the hair. Make sure to not go outside the bounds. Now using the Magic Wand tool, make sure to select the inside of the hair area, and then you'll use either Generative Fill or Content Aware Fill to fill in the area. I used Content Aware Fill because the Generative Fill didn't give me results that I liked. Now, you're going to want to go in and smudge the general areas. Or, what I like to do personally, is take the simplified Content Aware Fill and use it and select areas around that show an outline, and to make sure that it fills those areas in. If Content Aware Fill is too small to get areas, make sure you use the Brush tool to refine them. Now using the Eraser tool, make sure to get rid of the outline surrounding the hair. Now for the mouth. We're going to want to use the Magic Wand tool to select the mouth area. Then, we're going to press Ctrl Shift C and Ctrl V to make sure it copy and pastes in the exact same place. Make sure to also use Content Aware Fill in the area underneath the mouth. Now, we're going to apply the same techniques we learned to clean up the cape. To complete multiple selections that aren't in the same area, you're going to want to hold on Shift while using the Lasso tool. Then it'll make sure that the different areas that are selected. Ctrl Shift C, Ctrl V. Refine the edges using the Magic Wand and the Eraser. Get rid of the unnecessary blobs. And now, to use Lasso, we're going to make a giant selection and fill it in using Generative Fill. Now I didn't like the selections that I was given, so I generated again to create new ones. And now, just to erase the cape from the foreground, We're going to use the eraser tool and the magic wand tool to select these areas and get rid of them. Now I'm using the eraser to make an outline around Superman. That way, when I select the entire blob with the magic wand tool, it'll get all of it, instead of getting the outline with Superman in it. Also, the technique I'm using, where I get the eraser to go in a straight line, all you need to do is click on a point and press Shift, and then click on the point again. This concludes my masking tutorial for Photoshop. If you all have any questions, please leave a comment and I'll make sure to get to it. Thank you and have a great day.